Congratulations to all of you. Great game, great week of practice. Scout teams, everybody did a good job. You beat a good football team.
This is the first game that we've really gone out and played well together and showed that, it is a team sport.
It shows you how good you can be if you play as a team, if you play with energy, enthusiasm, and you play with physical ability.
Get behind 14-0, and it looks like it's going to be a long night, and we fight back. And this time, after fighting back and catching up, we got ahead and we kept the lead.
You got to play with enthusiasm, and you played with it last night.
That's persistence and perseverance, whatever you want to, words you want to label it. It's just a lot of dedication and hard work from a lot of guys that's gone through a lot this year.
Good job, good win.
All the hard work and effort that you put into it, you're going to have some setbacks, but you're going to have games like that where you just, everything you've done comes together and it makes it all worthwhile.
I thought y'all played really, really hard the whole game. The second reason is we were the more physical team. I was proud of their effort. I thought we played really physical. I thought we played about as hard as we could play every snap. In one-on-one situations where it could have gone either way, and we made it. Whether it was we had a guy one-on-one and making a block, we made it. Okay, if you look at all those one-on-one situations, we won a lot more than those guys did. All right, and those are some of the reasons we won. Sometimes stats are overrated, sometimes they're not. I don't think they are this week. I think there's a couple key stats why we won the game. Unitas gave them some stats and some things that, Missouri had played some good football teams, and what we were able to do against them was better than most teams that they played. We had 106 offensive snaps in that football game, 101 countable plays, all right? We had the ball for 40 minutes. They had the ball for 20, okay? So we ran 40 more football plays than they ran, all right? So if you run that many more plays, odds are you're going to win the game. All right, great win. Watch it. There's things we can build on. There's things we can learn from. All right, come out. Be focused tonight just so we can do some mental stuff, okay? All right, go see your coach.
Very seldom do we get out schemed. We just don't. A lot of times we end up not adjusting, not communicating. Therefore, everybody's not on the same page. Big play.
We study a lot, and we know what teams are going to do. We get the kids in the right spot, but it's up to them also to carry out the game plan and believe in it, and they really did.
And that's why I love you for believing in what we talked about and executing.
I think this is a great example of us actually believing in the plan, doing what we're supposed to be doing, and then executing our assignments. It was a perfect example of it, so I hope we grow from it.
Let's build on this now. Go back and watch the film.
There's a recipe for success, and if you do the right things, and if you follow the plan, you follow the step-by-step, you do the right things, communicating, lining up, your proper assignments.
You gave him pressure, made him move his feet, had great coverage by the secondary, and affected him some.
They went out and executed the technique, the fundamentals, the assignment, everything that needed to be done to complete that recipe, and we had success.
Great play by this guy right here. Great play. Watch what he does here.
I hope it's a learning experience. I hope it's one that we can grow from as a team. We've been through a lot of hard times. We really have as a team, but I don't think it has been in vain.
Right now, just getting an early start on OU. Just watching a little film, watching their game against Missouri.
We always talk about, we've got to line up right. We've got to, stop this play and stop that play. But, it's not always about the results. It's about the process, and about that process, you have to take care of little things, attention to detail.
It's real important, man, just because the simple fact that, every little edge that you can get on somebody, and the more you know what they're doing, the more it helps you to react a lot faster when come game time.
The smallest thing about, putting my eyes in the right spot, hand placement, proper hand placement, proper pad level, proper leverage. Those things, can contribute to big plays or lack thereof.
We hitting now. We hitting all day. We hitting all day. Everybody out there on the ground. Everybody in the jersey on the ground.
This game is, it's mental, but it's a lot of aggression. It's a lot being, having the right kind of intensity. This thing is all about attitude, and you have to have the right kind of attitude when you're taking the field.
Boom!
It can't be lackadaisical. It can't be slow. You can't kind of ease your way into it. You have to do everything you can to pull everybody's energies in the same direction, and that's very hard sometimes, but you have to be a great motivator.
Everybody doing their job, play as hard as you can, make plays. All right, make plays. We got the ball. Let's go do some damage right here on the first drive. This is an energy game. It's a game you got to have passion to play.
Here we go now. Let's have a little fun now, boys. Let's go.
How enthusiastic he was. And we decided, we're going to a road game, and some of the players said, Coach, why don't we take Pearly Graves to the game? He'd make a great motivator on the sideline.
Bats, let's go. Let's go. Pots, let's go, baby. Hey, let's go.
The excitement that he used to bring on the scout team, and now that you can see that's translated in what he's starting on the field on Saturdays.
He's going to get hit and sacked. It's Pearly Graves that's back there to get the sack for the Red Raiders.
Started out being a very good cheerleader on the sideline, and then last few weeks has ultimately gone into the game and turned into a very good player.
It's something that's, it's not fake. It's very sincere. It's the kind of kid he is. I mean, at practice, at game time, he's always into it.
You can tell that he's really excited to play, just be out there.
He's always got a smile on his face. He loves playing football, and he loves his teammates.
3rd down and 4 for Brady. Mankins a good block right there. This is a 1st down catch and run by, and he was holding his knee. Welker holding his knee. Welker holding his knee after the 13-yard catch and run. Well, you just talked about health. They're at the 46 right there. Oh, my gosh. There it is.
Belichick, this is one guy that is so valuable to what they do offensively.
Look at somebody who has a rehab and come back from an injury like that. That tells a lot about his character, a lot about his perseverance, a lot about his motivation. I mean, he's somebody who really cares about the football game. He cares about it. He cares. It's important to him.
2nd and 5, and they got blockers in front. Welker is in for the touchdown. Wes Welker.
It tells a lot about his drive. It tells a lot about his motivation. He is somebody who, I'm sure it doesn't take a paycheck to motivate him. This is something that happens from within.
Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. And I remember hearing on ESPN saying, maybe he was questionable for the opening day or questionable for the start of the season, and we all knew there's no doubt he was going to be out there. And there was no doubt that he was going to be successful when he was back out there.
Anytime you come back from an injury of that significance and that short of time, it tells you a lot about the person.
Every single day to wake up and think, all right, let's go do it. Let's go do it every single day. I mean, that's pretty that'll drain you out.
They said, that's too quick for him to come back, and he was going to prove them wrong. But there's an intangible about Wes Welker that a lot of people don't have.
It's a testament to hard work. The guy works hard. He takes pride in what he does, and he gets better.
Only that young man knows what he's got inside of him, and we ought to all learn now and know that he's going to do things that people say he can't do.
Touchdown, Red Raiders.
If we all had his determination, motivation, and love for the game, I think we'd all be in pretty good shape.
Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The thing I appreciate about Wes is the way he plays the game, and you can tell that he loves it.
Touchdown, Red Raiders. Man, that was easy.
And that really shows, how much someone loves the game. And that's really what, I respect people that have a respect for the game.
All the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
But he has passion for the sport. He loves it. He works at it.
5, touchdown, Red Raiders.
Yeah, that's kind of the first thing that jumps out at you is how really determined he was, and in practice, how full speed. Everything he did was full speed. And I think that's the only thing that he knows, and that's what makes him so good, besides his physical abilities.
Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I think he's a phenomenal player. I think a lot of time his measurables are a little understated. He runs pretty good. He's not the fastest guy in the league, but he runs pretty good. He has an ability to put his foot in the ground and get north and south, and he's very quick, has great hands, and he can make people miss.
30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Red Raiders.
He's got some great skills, and I think he's probably fed off that, and I think he probably uses that as motivation, and he probably builds on it every day.
He's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Even if he met a challenge on the field, whether it be a defender or an obstacle, he always got back up and went right back after it, and kind of kept going at it until he got the upper hand.
He's going to score. The 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I think anytime you got hard work, you're committed, and you got pride in yourself, I think those are good attributes that are going to lead you to success.
The great ones, you just get out of their way, and they're going to motivate themselves. They're going to be self-motivated, and usually self-motivators are going to be success in anything that they do.